When Halima turned 30, the world around her had decided she was incomplete. At weddings, relatives poked at her left hand with mock concern. Still empty, they asked, feigning laughter. Her mother had moved from ints to prayer warriors. Her father had stopped speaking about her achievements, her first-class degree, her promotion at work, because in his eyes, they no longer mattered. "You're doing well," her mother said one evening, pressing the words into her like a bruise. "But without a husband, it's like sweet soup without salt." So, when Femi came handsome, well-dressed, loud with confidence, and light on empathy, Halima forced her heart to listen to her fears, instead of its own rhythm. He was not cruel, not at first, just impatient, dismissive. He didn't understand her job, and didn't try to. He called her opinions to Western. He didn't ask her what she wanted, he told her what she should be. Still, Halima said yes. The wedding was a spectacle. Gold lace, fireworks, and family praises. Halima's smile was a mask, her hands trembling. At least they'll stop asking, she told herself. But the questions only changed form. Now they asked when the baby would come. Femi changed after marriage, or perhaps revealed himself. He ridiculed her in private, then in public. "You're lucky I married you," he'd say, after she cried over his insults. "At your age, you should be grateful." He controlled her money, monitored her calls, and mocked her ambitions. Halima disappeared. Her once bright voice became a whisper. Her once colorful style turned to dull wrappers and tired eyes. She considered leaving many times. Once, she even packed a bag. But the fear was louder than the pain. Divorcee. The word was a curse in her world. It meant shame, gossip, failure. She imagined the whispers in church, the sympathetic smiles at work, the disappointed look in her mother's eyes. So she stayed for another year, then another, until one day, after Femi slapped her for talking back, and her lip bled into her food, Halima stared at her reflection and saw not a woman but a shadow. She called a lawyer the next day. She moved into a friend's spare room. Her family was furious. "You want to bring disgrace on us," her father shouted. Her mother cried, then fell silent. But Halima stood firm. For the first time, she chose herself. The whispers came. So did the labels. But slowly, so did her healing. She joined a support group. She started writing again. Her voice returned, shaky at first, then strong. She began telling her story not for pity, but for power. Other women listened. Some wept. Some left their own cages. Halima wore no ring now, but her hands were steady, her eyes clear, and her soul finally was free. Like, comment, and subscribe for more stories.